What's up, guys? This is Daria from HEELKAIJU, and we're back for another Kaiju cinematic destruction. We have today Slender Man. Dun dun dun.
Let's all go to the lobby. 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 Let's all go to the lobby.
Slender Man, a movie directed by Sylvan White, is about that creepypasta from the early to mid-2000s that took the internet by storm. We had a lot of memes, some games, and a couple of movies on YouTube about the phenomenon. If you don't know who Slender Man is that tall, lanky, white, faceless son of a bitch that goes around kidnapping kids and lurking around in pictures and...
Not pictures, videos.
Pictures and videos. He does both. He does both. And now we get to figure out if the movie Slender Man lives up to the hype of the character. Long story short, no.
It does not.
It does not. It does not at all. The movie is about 4 teens who decide to... I'm guessing they live in our world, in our version of reality, because Slender Man is a meme in this movie as it is. They have internet websites about him. We've got a bunch of lore surrounding him. We've got videos, and these 4 teenage girls decide to summon Slender Man. And already I'm checking out because, like, why would I summon the bad guy?
Okay, come on now. When you were a teenager, you did.
Nope, I did not a damn thing.
Well, normal people as teenagers did dumb shit.
To this day, I
God.
still can't say Bloody Mary in my bathroom, staring in the mirror. I can't do it. Won't do it. Can't do it. Won't do it.
Again.
So this right here, this to me is beyond the pale.
Okay. Again, normal people did stupid shit when they were teenagers.
Okay. Well,
this is one of the stupid
I'll be
shits
abnormal then.
that you did as a teenager. Which,
I ain't fuck with
whether
Ouija
you want to
boards.
admit it or not, I'm pretty sure you and your group of friends.
No, we didn't.
Might have tried it.
No.
Okay,
no.
well, me and my friends did.
My friends,
so,
no,
yeah.
we didn't know such
Okay,
thing.
well, we did, including Ouija board. We did.
Because I remember your friends. I remember your friends.
Exactly.
I remember y'all doing
we
Ouija
tried this
boards.
stuff.
I remember y'all trying to do the light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a
we
feather.
did, from the Craft movie,
See, I
yes.
get that. And I understand that part. But me, myself, I'm not going to do it. Didn't do Candyman. Didn't do Bloody Mary. No Ouija boards. None of that. Because I'm a scary bitch. I'm a scary bitch that actually likes to be scared, but I like to be scared within reason. I like to be scared by stuff that is on my TV screen and not, hey, if you do this, somebody's actually going to reach through them. No. So when this movie tries to have these 4 girls try to summon the Slender Man, I'm like, nope, not happening. But they summon Slender Man, and they have to deal with the consequences therein. And that's basically the movie. It's them dealing with the consequences of summoning Slender Man. And by and large, this movie could have been decent. It could have been between decent and great with the right writer, with the right... Somebody who actually understood the suspense that really captures and enraptures the viewer, because this movie gets you right to the edge of suspense and then it blue balls the absolute hell out of you.
Yeah, it falls short of the suspense. It falls really short of the suspense.
And
FYI, I guess common sense doesn't exist in this world either.
Oh, we will get to that in a second. We will definitely get to that in a second. But okay. I will add on to this. I don't think it falls short. I think it completely it does worse than falls short. It does way worse than falls short, because one of the biggest mistakes a movie can make is not be bad, but be boring. And this movie was boring.
Yeah, for it to be a scary movie.
Oh my God.
It did not live up to that.
It didn't live up to again, I'm a scary bitch. I'm a scary bitch that loves to be scared. So when I get into a movie, I'm actually expecting jump scares. I'm expecting to be scared. And if it gives me just like a few moments where it's like, okay, this is a creepy situation and I love it, then I usually give it a pass. This movie does none of that. Matter of fact, we went to see it. We actually have an unreleased review of it somewhere in our files at the very first start of Kaiju Cinematic Destruction, and the movie is a stark contrast to this one right here, because in that one, Pennywise as a character, as the antagonist to this whole thing,
relentless.
He was relentless.
Yeah.
To a fault. Like, whenever you saw suspense coming, there was no, okay, it's getting to the point, and okay, we'll taper it off and give you some time to breathe. No,
he kept going.
No, the whole first act of that movie,
that son of a bitch couldn't even take a damn nap.
Would not take a break. He was hitting you at all corners.
Jesus.
So you knew what you were getting into. This movie teased Slender Man so much, it took like halfway into the movie for Slender Man to start slendering.
If that.
It took some time. It took some time, and it wasn't one of those situations where it's like, okay, we're building up to it. We're being subtle. This movie is both unsubtle and just completely and totally devoid of any actual reason to exist. It doesn't need to exist. It almost feels like this movie was somebody's attempt at being one of the new age scary movies, and somebody decided to tack on Slender Man, or maybe it was meant to be like a The Craft remake, because I felt elements of like so many other movies that weren't Slender Man that you could pick almost any scene and you would be like, okay, is this a Slender Man movie, or is this someone trying to do something else? Yeah,
okay, I guess you're right. I see the point you're making by that. In comparison to other movies, yeah. God, dog. This just... I mean, it might have been one scene where we were able to get... And mind you, the movie theater wasn't even packed. It was like literally 10 people in the movie theater.
No, not even that.
I'm being generous. But anyways, it was like maybe one scene that kind of broke from the movie that was like, okay, that was actually kind of funny, because it went from scary to funny, and like the whole theater erupted in laughter. I've never seen that in a horror movie. Never.
I mean, like, usually when you see it in like a horror suspense movie, if somebody starts laughing, it's because like everything else is doing a good job of creating the atmosphere.
Right, kind of like Get Out.
Yeah.
Hell, like at the beginning of the movie of Get Out.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that premiere, and it was packed.
Yeah.
All you heard was grown-ass men saying, fuck you, movie, I'm a grown-ass man.
Yeah, that did a good job of setting, like...
But however, it was the suspense that it made them yell out.
Yeah.
Fuck you, I'm a grown-ass man. With
yeah.
Slender Man. No.
So we have Get Out, we have it, even the Babadook, which creeped the absolute hell out of me. They all did a great job by creating enough of an atmosphere and by just telling a good enough story to make you really want to sit in this world and be scared. You wanted to be scared, you wanted to be unnerved, you want to be creeped out by what they presented you. But this movie, it almost felt like it was trying to take itself too seriously, to the point where, like, your premise is absurd to begin with. Just dig into that. Go forth into that. And they were like, nope, we want to justify everything. We want to make everything just be like point by point be the best thing ever. And it's like, okay, your whole premise is there is a demon, a faceless demon that lurks in the woods that snatches people.
Children.
Yeah, mostly children.
No, he just snatches children.
He snatches children. That's the legend. But like, I don't know why we got the teenagers, but still, they're still kids,
yeah.
whatever. But still, like, that whole premise is just give into it. Give into it. But it always gets to that. It gets to that point. It gets to the point where it's like, okay, we're going to give the audience exactly what they want. We're going to give them suspense. And there were moments where it was like, okay, you feel the music ramp up. You feel, the hairs on your arms start to stand up. And you're about to get to that point, and it either doesn't deliver or it goes right to the cliche jump scares. So it's like, oh, it's just a random person. Oh, it's you. Hey. Or again, that one time where we laughed, one of the characters is with her boyfriend or wannabe boyfriend, and like initially it was jarring enough to be like, okay, that was good. But then they linger on it, and it goes from, wow, that's good, to, oh my goodness, the effects are so bad, I'm laughing. And everybody else in the auditorium was laughing. Oh my goodness. And as Daria said, decision making is bad in this movie too.
Yeah,
they make some bad decisions.
Like a thumb of rule. If you're going to have the movie end in narration, you probably might want to start that at the beginning of the movie, so people aren't completely confused as to what the absolute hell.
We don't want to give everything away, but you are absolutely right.
That's not giving anything away.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Because like really, there's really the fact that it ends in narration doesn't matter, but still, it's
okay.
It's oh my god, so much about this movie is infuriating because it could have been good in the right person's hands.
I think it could have been up there with it.
It really could have, because like again,
like I was scared to come home for it. And I'm a grown-ass woman. Like, we got home, and I started showing my sister some people's playthroughs of the Slender the Arrival, and she was more startled and scared by their playthroughs than we were of actual Slender Man. The acting in this movie wasn't bad, but it wasn't their fault. It was the story was just bad. Yeah. And first of all, what is with all the characters in this movie not knowing how to turn the damn lights on? Again. They are walking through their own damn house with like things that go bump in the night, and they're just refusing to turn their lights on. It's not that their lights don't work. You don't see them flip a switch. Oh, and cell phones don't exist for some apparent reason. I mean, they exist to text, they exist to email, but like the very second that that's done, it's like, okay, you're walking through your own house, you won't turn on the switch, but you have your phone in your hand, and you hear put noises, on flashlight mode. And you hear noises, you just keep walking through the house. You have a phone in your hand. If I'm home alone and I hear noises in my house and my phone is in my hand, I think my gut instinct would say, I'm going to call 911 because I hear noises in my house and it's just me and my sister. There's a part in that movie that's going to infuriate the absolute hell out of you. And you're just like... It is going to annoy the absolute hell out of you. A lot of this movie it's that. It is that. Yeah. It is people who don't know how to act like people. It is Slender Man, who is just not scary in this movie at all. He's scarier in the games. He's scarier when you're reading the creepypasta at night with your lights turned down and you're scrolling past images. He's scarier in this movie by people researching Slender Man than he is actually on the screen. Yeah. We walked out of this movie and just wow. Yeah. Daria, I'm done. Please give me your score. Okay, well, originally when I watched it in a movie theater, I really was hesitant between this because originally I wanted to give it a 1 star. However, I do have to take into account, with it being a scary movie, it still did the justice that it was looking for. It might not have given us the jump scare. It might not have told the story correctly. But, I mean, as far as the basics of a scary movie, come on now. It does do that. What the message it was trying to deliver, it does deliver that message. So with that, and based on that, I have to give it 2 stars.
Wow, you are incredibly generous.
Well, I have to be honest.
You're being incredibly generous.
And honest.
Okay, you can be on. That's your truth. Sitting
Yeah.
your truth. I'm not going to change it. 0 stars. 0 Mickey Fricky stars.
Come on.
Yes. I was bored. It bored the absolute hell out of me. There was not one redeeming thing about this movie in its execution. I can't give it a score based on what I think could have happened or the potential that I saw in it.
Yeah.
It had no redeeming qualities. This movie had no redeeming qualities. Like the effects for Slender Man, it was like, okay, I know you want to try to get me scared, but your boy looks like a man with a faceless white sock on. No, the effects were meh. Incredibly
yes, they
mad.
were, but it still had the basics.
You believe it does? I don't think it does the basics. The basics and no execution is still no execution.
Okay.
You give me I've seen bad scary movies. People who make bad decisions. People who just straight up are bad acting. But like there's something there. There's some charm to it. There is no charm to this. There is absolutely no charisma in this. There is nothing redeeming about this movie. You go into this movie, you can't even get a so bad it's good vibe out of this movie. Not at all. I don't want to see this again. I don't want to see this again with friends, with a bowl of popcorn in my own house with the lights turned down, and we're riffing on it. Because there is nothing to riff on, because nothing exists in this movie that I want to recapture.
I think what would be hilarious to rewatch this movie is if you were completely drunk.
No, not even then.
I think so.
Not even then. For me, not even then. Not even then.
Because I think it would be even funnier.
Like for me to see that, I'd be like, okay, yeah, because then the scares would be enough to
I still don't think you'll get
to make
scared.
us tipsily go, ha, 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 I get it. Ha, ha, oh wow, somebody's acting dumb.
Yeah.
Like no, none of that happens.
No, I don't think you'll get
it.
to that point, but I think you'll get to the point to where you'll just be laughing through the whole movie.
You say so. I don't. I can't. I cannot. I cannot myself. I can't. This movie was the whackness. I walked out and this movie was whack as absolute hell. Like it tried to keep you for the end credits by having little snippets of Slender Man, little pictures, little audio recordings. It tried. The very second I saw directed by, I left. I left.
I think I left before that. Oh, I did.
I couldn't. The very second that we found out this movie was over. How long? This movie was like 2 hours?
Yeah.
This movie was like 2 hours long. It had an hour and 33. It felt like 2 hours.
It did, but left.
This was barely a movie. This was 93 minutes. This barely reached feature-length movie status. My God. Nothing about this movie I wanted to stick around and see. Nothing about this movie I wanted to just go, okay, I want to take another look at it again. Nothing about it. Nothing about it. None of the characters were fun to watch. None of them were fun to see. I'm done. 0 stars for me. Don't see this. Go on YouTube and find somebody else's playthrough of Slender. It'll be about the same amount of time if they go for a lengthy amount of time, and you'll probably be more scared right there. Anyway, I'm done. I'm out. Spotty Minutes, deuces. Forget it. Fuck this. I'm done.